You've poured months, maybe even years, into a man who gives you just enough hope to keep you hanging on, but never enough commitment to make you feel safe. You're stuck in a loop of analyzing mixed signals, wondering if you're the crazy one, and feeling completely drained from being the only one who's actually trying. That feeling? That feeling of being left on simmer, stuck in a constant state of maybe? That's not in your head. It's a special kind of emotional limbo where you're made to feel useful, but never truly chosen. If you've got that sinking feeling that you're his just in case, and not his of course, you need to hear this. The space between staying and leaving is where hearts go to die a slow death. In this video, we're going to expose the harsh, unfiltered truth about why you're stuck as the backup plan and, more importantly, how you can finally choose yourself. Let's be real and call this what it is. You're in the Plan B spot. It's a dynamic that has become way too common, especially with the illusion of endless options thanks to dating apps and social media. In fact, research shows a surprising number of people in relationships admit to keeping someone on the back burner, just in case. And let's get one thing straight. A man who won't commit but won't let you go isn't confused. He's crystal clear. He knows you're not the one he wants long-term, but he definitely enjoys the benefits of having you around for now. He gets all the perks of a relationship, the support, the intimacy, the ego boost, with zero responsibility. And the longer you stay, the more you enable this toxic cycle, chipping away at your self-worth day by day. So today, we're not talking about how to make him commit. We're going to arm you with the truth. We're going to break down the 5 brutal realities that prove you're his Plan B, and why seeing them is your first step toward freedom. That hot and cold routine you've been trying to figure out? It's not some charming personality quirk, it's a tactic. 1 week he's showering you with attention, making you feel like the only person in the world. The next, he's a ghost, and you can barely get a 2-word text back. This isn't random. It's a form of manipulation called intermittent reinforcement. It's the same psychological trick that gets people hooked on slot machines. You get just enough of a win, a sweet text, a spontaneous hangout, a rare moment of affection, to keep you pulling the lever, hoping for the next big payout. This cycle doesn't make you addicted to him. It makes you addicted to the potential of him. He gives you just enough to stop you from walking away, but never enough to give you peace. You're not in a relationship. You're in a state of emotional suspense, and he's the one writing the script. He's not confused, he's in control. One day we'll go there. I'm just not in a place for marriage right now. Let's just see where it goes. Sound familiar? Vague future talk is one of the sneakiest signs you're the backup plan. These conversations feel like you're making progress, but it's all an illusion. A man who sees a real future with you makes real plans. He buys concert tickets for next summer. He says we and us when talking about next year. He weaves you into his life. The Plan B guy, on the other hand, uses the future like a pacifier. The moment you get restless or ask for some clarity, he dangles a shiny, far-off promise to quiet you down. It stops the immediate crisis, but it offers zero substance. He isn't building a future with you. He's just managing your expectations so you don't mess up his comfortable present. There's a massive difference between being someone's convenient option and being their deliberate choice. Pay attention to when he hits you up. Is it always late at night? When his other plans get canceled? When he's had a terrible day and needs an emotional punching bag or a free therapy session? A man who sees you as Plan B fits you into the empty spaces in his life. You're not a priority he plans his life around. You're the filler for his lonely moments. He leans on you for comfort but vanishes when you need support. And you're definitely kept separate from his inner circle, his family and close friends, because introducing you would imply you're sticking around. And that's the last thing he wants to signal. You deserve someone who doesn't just pick you in moments of boredom, but who chooses you in the middle of a busy week, proudly and without a second thought. If any of this is striking a chord, and you're feeling that familiar twist in your gut, you're in the right place. And if you are so ready to stop being an option and start being the priority in your own damn life, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This channel is for women who are done waiting and ready to start choosing themselves. The situationship, that undefined, no man's land of a relationship, isn't an accident. It's the entire point. By dodging labels and refusing to define what you are, he gets exactly what he wants without ever giving you what you need. He gets the loyalty, the emotional support, and the intimacy of a girlfriend while holding on to the freedom of a single man. He knows that if he called you his girlfriend, you'd have expectations. You'd expect consistency, respect, and a future. By keeping things blurry, he frees himself from all of that. And when you push for answers, he might just flip it on you, calling you needy or demanding. A classic tactic to make you back off and question if your totally valid needs are actually too much. This ambiguity works for him. It's a cage for you, but it's his playground. This might be the most critical truth of them all. Long before your brain is ready to admit it, your body is already screaming the truth. That constant knot of anxiety, the feeling of walking on eggshells, the pit in your stomach when he cancels again. That's your intuition. It's your nervous system waving a giant red flag, telling you that you're not safe here. A healthy relationship should feel like a safe harbor, not another storm to navigate. You shouldn't have to constantly shrink yourself or lower your expectations just to avoid getting hurt. That chronic stress, that feeling of being a doormat, is your body's alarm system. It knows you're in a one-sided dynamic where your energy is being drained and never refilled. You've been trying to convince your heart to stay, but your gut has been packing its bags for months. It's time to listen. Okay, so you see the signs. You recognize your story in these truths. The diagnosis is in. Now what? The answer is not to try harder to convince him of your worth. The answer is to finally convince yourself. Leaving is tough, especially when you feel like you've invested so much. A trap psychologists call the sunk cost fallacy. You think, I've already given him years of my life. I can't start over now. But the irony is, the fear of wasting time is exactly what causes you to waste even more of it. Freedom comes through boundaries. Not as a way to control him, but as an act of self-love to protect yourself. Get brutally honest about what you need. Not what you think he might give you, but what you actually require for a happy, secure partnership. Write down your non-negotiables. Is it a clear path toward marriage? Is it being introduced to his family? Get specific. This is your personal bill of rights. Find a calm moment and state your needs clearly and unapologetically. Use I statements. For example, I've realized that for me to feel secure and happy, I need to be in a relationship that is clearly moving toward a shared future. I need to know if you are on the same page and want that with me. This is the hardest part, but it's everything. You have to be ready to walk away if he can't or won't meet you there. His reaction is your answer. If he gets defensive, makes excuses, or offers more empty promises, that is your answer. It's the final confirmation he's not your person. Walking away is going to hurt, but it's a short-term pain for long-term peace. Staying is a long-term pain that leads to a dead end. The harsh truth is, he will never marry you because he doesn't see you as his forever. He sees you as his for now. And you, my friend, are not a for now kind of woman. You are not a placeholder, a safety net, or a part-time convenience. Ending this isn't just about losing him. It's about finding yourself again. It's about taking all that energy you've been pouring into a black hole and investing it back into your own life, your goals, and your happiness. The right person for you won't need to be convinced of your value. They won't make you question yourself or beg for the bare minimum. They will choose you, clearly and without hesitation. You deserve to be someone's number one, not their just in case. The space he's taking up in your life is preventing the right person from ever getting a chance. It's time to evict him. It's time to choose you. If you're ready to take that next step and could use some support, I've linked some amazing resources in the description, including books and online therapy services that can help guide you. And please, if this message hit home, share it with a friend who might need to hear it today. Thanks for watching.